Good morning, beautiful people. I am starting an informal reading vlog as I'm getting ready to go camping for the weekend. I started The Toll, which is a third in the trilogy. So I'm not sure how many people out there would be interested in that book, but that's the book I'm on. So I really wanted to show off the campground and just kind of practice some informal vlogging. So I'm going to do my hair and makeup and start packing up. Okay, so I still need to pack up my toiletries. My face is a little shiny, but yeah, it's interesting how bad the lighting is when you're not lighting it to film. But I'm going to sit down just a minute and maybe I have time to read one more chapter before I depart. But basically, this is the Scythe young adult series that has to do with kind of a future time when all of mankind has overcome all illnesses and wars and there's no more death. So people can even turn young again if they want to. And the only way to be killed is a scythe to come along and take your life and end it. And then you get into the debates of where their boundaries are and how they can do it and who does a good job. And they're all named after famous historical people that we all know. And there is an artificial intelligence, the cloud, that is turned into the thunderhead and is now aware of itself and making debates as to where its boundaries are and what does it think is good. And yeah, it's fascinating. It's told through the eyes of mostly two teenagers that we follow throughout the series. And there was a very epic, huge, climactic end to the second one. And so now I'm reading the third and final one. And I've been warned that actually, the third book is the least good out of the three, but we're going to see. Look, you came to sit and chill with me. Chunky. And look, my LuLaRoe camping leggings. I'm ready. So, funny thing, I got a hitch installed in my vehicle before I left Virginia, but we had never used it and they did it wrong. So we had the car totally packed and the trailer totally packed and we were putting them together and it didn't work. So then we had to switch vehicles to my husband's vehicle, so I had messed up. But then we're camping, fishing, and I told him not once, not twice, but 3 times to go get his fishing license. We're at Bass Pro getting a fishing license. But we're eventually going to get camping, y'all. It's been a day. It's been a day, but it's beautiful. It's not like, the fish are waiting for us and it's a time crunch. So all good, all good. But there you go. Everybody makes mistakes, y'all. Here we are, Clam, husband and RV, beautiful sunset.
Gorgeous.
The view within my little Clam. Beautiful day. So, good day to do a little reading. Beautiful day for the fishing. Lake Livingston. So I'm about 100 pages into the book now, and it is just as good as the other two. There is a lot of action, a lot of different characters and scenes going on, and they're all going to be tied together. and I'm having a brilliant time. I don't want to give any spoilers, so I can't really talk about any specific thoughts necessarily, but there's definitely a huge artificial intelligence question, struggles for power, different regions. And I will note that having now moved back to Texas, Texas is one of the regions that is kind of unmanned and wild, wild west again. So I find that humorous. Just a note. So, unfortunately, a water pipe broke at the campground and they had to emergency evacuate us. So, the rest of my weekend is back home. The house is still being unpacked from the thing, but I have going to continue my reading, which is nice. It's a nice weekend weather-wise, so I'll probably put on shorts after church and sit outside and read. But 200 pages in, I am still loving this book and this series. There is a mysterious place with a mysterious puzzle riddle going on. There is a kind of religious undertone that you're trying to figure out with a cult that has a bunch of analogy and lots of parallels to Christianity, which I really actually love that when someone does that. So far, so good. We've still got about 400 pages left, so I'll see how far I get. I've been reading this afternoon in my free time. I'm about page 400 now of the toll. It's a 630 pages, I think, total. And it's so good, I don't even want to go to work. Don't we have that problem sometimes when you're reading a good book and it's like, I got to do life. I got to go do life. So I don't think I'm going to have time to read the rest of the day. And I might lose some sleep and read, but we'll see. And I'll finish it up and maybe finish up this vlog in a couple days and then get it posted before my month-end reviews, which I will also review it. So yeah, stay tuned. I just realized I didn't even comment about it. I'm so excited though because this is still going to be spoiler free, but they're still traveling to new places, new discoveries. It's great because it's futuristic, so it kind of ties in actual history to like made up future history, talking about like moon colonies and Mars colonization and alluding to these famous people that are being renamed as the Sith who are Scythes who are taking life or whatever. They're all after famous people, and it gives you foreshadowing into if they're going to be good or bad or what their kind of take's going to be. You know, like there's one that's like Jim Morrison or whatever, who's kind of the renegade, and just those kind of things. So really, really good book. There's my comments on it as I am into it. I can hardly wait to read the end. I hope it's not going to let me down. So I just came home from work, finished the toll. So good. And I can appreciate why some people may not totally love the ending. But it just left me thinking of so many different things about what is living, the whole artificial intelligence, the out in outer space, even just being philosophical. I love a good philosophical book that asks a lot of questions, proposes some indirect kind of thoughts or discussions on it, but doesn't really, it's not trying to give you its own answers forced down your throat kind of thing. So yeah, totally, this is going to be up there in some of my favorite series. Just saying. Thank you for watching. I appreciate your time. If you are reading something really awesome, especially a series or anything that sounds remotely like this, leave me a comment. Let me know what's going on in your world. And if you have a favorite campground or place to adventure to, leave that below too. I might not be close and get to it soon, but we need to start doing a little more traveling, a little more adventuring. So I would love to see it. Thank you so much. Appreciate y'all. Take care.